their foot off the gas pedal a little bit, took a breath. What allowed that sense of comfortability heading into halftime where they were able, or where they did kind of back off a little bit?
I don't know, because when we're in the locker room, we were not talking about backing off at all. If you ask them, they'll tell you there was no talk of backing off. So I'm not sure where that came from. It's unfortunate.
As a coach who preaches finishing, how frustrating was it to just not see your team finish?
It was unfortunate because we would have liked to have finished. Going into this week, we wanted to play a complete game, and we had played a pretty good first half minus the first series, and then the second half we did not finish. So it's, we're happy because it's just tough to get wins. All you got to do is watch TV on Saturday. It's tough to get wins, but so we're happy for the win, but we're not happy with the way we executed. But,
they had a lot of runs.
At the end of the day, we're happy with the win.
They had a lot of runs right up the middle. What was going on in there?
I have to watch the film. Right now, I would say that we missed some gaps, and it wasn't one person. It was one play was this guy, next play was that guy, and so it was a group effort. But we missed some gaps and allowed some big runs, and we didn't tackle as well as we needed to.
Knowing that you guys still have one more game in that bowl game, is there any sense of motivation knowing that this defense really can kind of put its final mark on the season and improve from tonight's game?
Our goal is to improve every week, and I can guarantee you when we practice, we will be practicing hard to improve.
Some personal fouls there late. Could you sense maybe number 4, Seth Collins, getting under your guys' skin a little bit? He plays with kind of with arrogance to him.
That I don't know, because I don't know who was involved in the personal fouls. I know that we aided them, with the personal foul, and then the drive, I believe the drive led the point. So obviously, if we just play with a little more poise, we have a chance to not give up more points, easy points.
When you played in this game and you coached it, were you surprised at all? Couldn't have been a surprise that they would come out and take it as seriously as they did in the fight.
I've been in, probably 30, 31 of these Civil Wars. I've been in a bunch of them. And they always have interesting twists and turns, and the games are never over until they're over. Until that whistle blows, they're never over. So that's why they can never be any relaxing, because it's not that type of game.
Why did it take so long to adjust in the second half, and did you sense there was a certain turning point where the defense did adjust to at least stop the bleeding?
We never. I don't think we played. Until I watched the film, it's tough to say, but we didn't play. We could have played some better series in the second half. And once again, it wasn't one person, one play. It's a D tackle out of a gap. The next play, it's a linebacker overrunning the gap. It was a combination of different things that contributed to it, but. We had chances, and we should have took care of it, and we didn't.
How much did not having Joe Walker out there hurt?
I think Joe could have made a significant impact. I think he could have.
And was he medically unavailable?
He was day to day. So you'd have to talk to the trainer.
Always expect the unexpected in this Civil War. So what's it mean to send another group of seniors off 4-0 against the Beavers?
I never look at it that way. I will say this: any victory is a big one, and a big one, and one against the Beavers is a great one. I'm happy to send those seniors out with 9 wins, with a chance to get 10 wins. And for the local guys, the guys that are going to be in the state of Oregon, I think that game is huge, because that's true bragging rights. And with the different streaks in the series, where Oregon won for a while and the Beavers won some and Oregon won some, I think it's great for those guys later on in life to go back and go, we never lost to them, and we won X amount in a row, because those are hard. That's hard to do in any series. So I think that's nice for those guys.
And a lot of your guys, when they were saying they knew that Collins was going to be in that Wildcat a lot, they kind of had seen that come, and you guys prepared them to see them still, I guess, 3 rushing touchdowns off that. How frustrating is that to know what's coming and not be able to really stop it?
It's frustrating because we didn't execute. If we know it's coming, we need to adjust, and we had some opportunities to do it, and we didn't. So the frustration is the fact that we didn't adjust. Had we adjusted and they were still successful, you go, okay, we adjusted. They still made some plays, but we didn't adjust the way we wanted. So I think down at the end we did, but that's the part that can be really frustrating.
Forrest got that late sack, an 8-yard loss, put them deep into the 50-yard line. big of a season is just such a key for him on your defensive line? It was another great performance.
DeForest has been fabulous all year, whether it's double team, single, whatever we've asked him to do, he's been able to do it. And I'm excited about him for the future because he has a very bright future at the next level.
Obviously, a little bit of a second half letdown. We've talked about that, but do you think that's going to affect the way you guys prepared during this bowl game? Do you think that might help your preparation any?
Our process is the same. We'll go back, evaluate the film, and go to the football field. And the things that we didn't perform well at, we will work hard at them. And I can guarantee we'll be working hard at them, especially defensively.
What were your impressions of Noel and how he performed?
I think he did a terrific job. He's a big guy. He runs well, shifty, and very powerful. I think we helped him in some of those plays by being out of gaps and allowing him to get into the secondary untouched. But I think he did a nice job. Thank you, guys.